So basically all we're going to try and do, so basically if you stand with a putter just on your leg for now and stand upright. Stand with your arms pretty much hanging straight down, so nice and straight, okay? And then from there, all I want you to do is I just want you to tilt over to a certain point. I'll tell you when to stop. So hold the putter. Okay? Just relax your arms completely, yeah. And then from there, just tilt. I want to get your head just slightly inside the ball. So
like that.
that's perfect, yeah. Okay, now you're going to just relax your arms. So you don't have to hold it at the top. I want you to just relax your arms.
Am I holding it or not?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Okay. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get how long that putter needs to be, okay? So I can see you're trying to hold too high. Let your arm hang straight down.
Okay.
That's where we want to be. So it's a combination of where your arms hang naturally, okay? So we're going to cut this putter down to that length there where the O starts. So I'm going to measure that in a second. That's not a problem. But basically what a lot of people do is they get the wrong length putter, and then we change our posture. So we will stand taller because this putter is longer. Now we're going to stand here. But ideally, what you want is you want the eyes over the ball or just inside the ball. If I'm standing like this, so if you look at this here, if I'm standing here and my putter's too long, I've got to stand up like this. And when I look, I'm actually looking this way. So the idea is to let your arms just hang freely, and your eyes need to be kind of directly over the ball. You see where my eyes are? So that's where you want to be. So you want to hang your arms down, and everybody thinks, oh, I'm standard length putter. I'm 1.78 meters tall, but my putter's too long at a standard length. So generally we look at kind of 32 to 34 in length, which is just the length of the putter. You are probably 2 inches too long on that one, but I just want you to get into that posture again. Just let me check that. So do exactly what I did. Just basically tilt and let your arm just hang freely. There, see. So before when you grabbed it, you would have grabbed it here because it's the top. So that makes a huge difference, okay? From there, all we're going to do is, so you're going to hang the arms naturally. Just take a little, like, wider step with both your feet, okay? And all I'm going to ask you to do, so you can set up to the ball just here, so you're going to have to move a little bit. And I just want you to putt very much to the end of the mat here. And the way we're going to do this is all you're going to feel is you're going to go left shoulder goes back, left shoulder goes through. So you're basically rocking a baby. Yeah, you're a little bit far away so you can get closer.
How do I know how close I'm going to be?
Sorry?
How do I know how close I'm going to be?
So this is where you need to get this position right. So it's basically like where your arms hang. You want to just feel like your arms are in and then they just hang. That's the distance you want to be. Yeah, so you're good there. That's cool. And you just rock your shoulders like you're rocking a baby. So that's it, yeah. Let down and up. Good. That's perfect. That's cool. We want that putter as flat as humanly possible. So not that way, just there, relaxed. Cool. Rock your shoulders. Nice. Very nice. Nice. Very good. So all we want to try and do is we just want to make sure you feel comfortable, you like what that thing looks like. Generally for a beginner golfer, we would go for something that's a little bit more forgiving. What I mean by that is if that head is, you see how this one's sort of very narrow and straight, the wider back, you can see you get really wide ones that look like spaceships as well. But basically we want the most forgiving, which is the most resistance to twisting. Because the biggest thing that happens, especially when you're hitting like short putts, your putter will start to move. Like this one moves a lot easier than that one because there's weight at the back here to keep it straight. So if we'll let you try a bigger one, and you can see I'm just going to get you to 2 more of these, and then we'll let you try a smaller one. But generally we try and steer away from these because they're a little bit harder to control, especially on the shorter putts. They're easier to putt with on the long ones, but they're harder to putt with on the shorter ones because they start doing this, especially when you get nervous and your hands start getting active. That putter wants to move a lot. When it's got a little bit more weight distribution at the back, it will stay a bit more stable. Okay, hit one more with that one. I'll get you a slightly bigger one. Nice. Technique's good, strike's good. Very nice. Okay, so you can see there, just by setting up correctly, we obviously want these numbers to be as close to 0 as possible. So when we know we've done it correctly, we'll have very, very neutral numbers here. If they are too exaggerated, so some people putt like left out to in this way, some people putt like this, but what they start to struggle with is where they start the ball. Oopsie. So they start the ball on the wrong line, and then they miss a lot of putts by like a margin, and they think it's the putter's fault, but it's actually the stroke's fault. So what we want to do is we want, as long as you got that putter in the right length and you're using your shoulders to rock it up and down, there's no hands involved like you've been doing there, you're going to hit more consistent putts. Your path is going to be very straight, so that means the club's traveling straighter back, straighter through, and your club face is going to be nice and square. And then obviously we're getting really, really good strikes. So it's hitting the center of the putter face really nicely. Okay, so same thing. You can just roll, just hit 4 for me, that's cool. Tell me what that feels like, if it feels any different, if it feels better. Remember, don't have to hold at the top of the grip, get into your posture. Very nice, very nice. How's that one feel?
Yeah, okay. Not
So
as heavy.
Not as heavy, exactly. Yeah, that's one thing that does happen when you got like the foam grip, and it's not like full steel. It's got like a little bit of a different insert. It will feel softer off the face, but also that grip will help it feel slightly lighter, just easier to control. Nice. That's it. Nice. Cool. So I would say in between. Yeah, you just like your path is 1 degree left. It's not something to be concerned about. It's just when you're used to doing this and then you start using your shoulders, generally what you're going to do is you will start to want to see where it's going and your shoulder will pull this way. What we ideally want is the left shoulder is just going to move down. You see how that moves the putter back. I'm not using any of this. I'm basically just using my left shoulder to go down, and that putter goes straight back. You see how straight it goes? Straight, and then up is the secret. So we want that putter moving straight down that line. Sometimes when you pull them left, you're kind of going this way.
Yeah.
You're pulling left with the shoulder, not up. Left shoulder goes down, left shoulder goes up. There we go. So you'll strike it a hell of a lot better like that because there's less twist. And this is the thing, like the putter's length and your setup is far more important. Obviously we understand now there's more forgiveness in something like this versus something like that, just because of where we said that weight was distributed. Obviously that one's got an even bigger MOI because the weight comes out here, right? So we kind of like, if I can just grab that from you, these are the 3 sort of styles that we sort of often see. So it would be sort of a mid, a blade, and this is called a mallet. You can see they've actually put the weight back there, and that's the thing that helps you not twist the club face like this, okay? For me, it's a lot about personal preference. I'd rather you feel more comfortable. I can see already when you're using the mallet, it's giving you 0 to 1 path. Strike is out the middle. Very, very much the same. It's just a personal thing. You feel like you like this one because it's slightly lighter. This one feels too heavy, okay? So what I would do is we would measure you up for this one. Check your length. We'll do that now. I just want to get my ruler. And then we cut it. Basically pop the grip off, cut it, put the grip back on. So you don't have to change your posture. You don't have to like guess where it is. We'll cut that shaft exactly where you need to hold it. And that'll also be a reminder to not stand too far, because if you're standing too far, you're going to feel like weird. So you're going to get into that correct posture every time. Okay? Cool. Just want to quickly grab my ruler. Hold on to that one for me. Which one do you prefer? That one or this one?
I think this one.
You like that one better? For me, it's important. I follow up with all my guys 2 weeks afterwards. Hey, how's it going? What does it feel like? Are you struggling? What are you struggling with? Why don't you come in? We'll do a free session. We'll just make sure that those numbers are correct, because you never know, guys could have a golf lesson or something like that, and then they come in and their swing's totally different, and then they go, oh, but the clubs you built for me are wrong. They're horrible. And then you have numbers on here from the previous time, and you can go, look, I remember your numbers from the last time. I'll show you. Let's hit a couple more. And I'll go, look, you might have changed 1 or 2 things here and there, and that's why this is happening. And we can work, if that's how you want to swing it, we'll work towards getting you, like I say, it's not going to be a big difference, but there's little differences we can then make if the golf swing has changed. Yeah. Okay, you just set up like you're going to hit a ball that way for me. I just want to get that position right. So we're looking at sort of 30.5 to 31 there. That's where we'll cut it. Okay. And then you have the perfect putter. Fantastic. Well done. Cool.
Oh, now it comes off.